Donald Duck Buys a House. On a beautiful summer morning, Donald Duck was driving around the country. He came upon an old empty house that looks like it's been there for years. Donald came to a sudden stop and read the sign that was nailed to a broken-down fence. He could not believe his eyes because the house was up for sale. Donald jumped out of the vehicle, running full speed to check the place out. He tried to open the door, but someone had it locked tight. So instead, he peered through a broken window where the house was full of leaves and the house needed loads of work. Donald could see it now, lying back in a hammock, Daisy bringing lemonade, and the boys in the yard. What a great life that would be! In no time, Donald was already home on the phone with the owner. Donald's nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, kept asking the same question over and over. "May we go see the new house now, Uncle Donald?" Donald said, "Boys, we will spend our holidays at our new house." So they all piled in a vehicle just waiting to arrive. Finally, once they got there, all the boys helped pick up all the leaves. They found out 2 animals do actually live here, Chip and Dale, small chipmunks. At the time, Donald did not care, and the next day he packed up his things and left for the new home. When Donald arrived, Chip and Dale scurried out the window. He went in ready to sweep up the leaves once more, paint the windows, and clear out the cobwebs. He was more than tired and decided to take a nap. Chip and Dale came back in, looking for their nest with their food, but it was gone. They heard a loud noise coming from the next room. It was Donald snoring. The noise startled Chip so much he knocked over a can of yellow and blue paint. They ran out of the house, leaving small yellow and blue paw prints leading up to their tree. Donald woke up with the noise of walnuts hitting the rooftop. Donald did not sleep at all that night, and as soon as it hit daylight, Donald was on a mission. Once he got downstairs, he was shocked with all the paint on the floor. Finally, he spots the footprints, and he followed them all the way to where they were staying. Donald decided he would come up with a clever plan on how to catch the varmints. His brilliant plan was already on its way. Donald sewed a hole in the floor, put an empty bag with a long string inside, and then covered the hole with a scarf. To get them to come back, he put a trail of walnuts leading to the trap. Later, while Donald waited, they followed the trail, and Chip and Dale were caught. Panic set in until Dale started chewing a hole in the scarf to escape. Donald saw they were free and was trying another one of his tricks. This time he tried to put a wooden box up with a string attached so they could not chew through. Donald sat down to wait and ended up falling asleep. The chipmunks finally spotted the trap that was set for them. They were going to try to ease towards it, then take the walnuts and leave. Before they reached it, a porcupine beat them to it, knocked the box over, and woke up Donald. Donald was jumping for joy because he believed he had won. He screamed, "Come out, you miserable chipmunks!" To his surprise, when he lifted the box, a porcupine covered him in quills. Donald was ready to leave when Daisy and the boys showed up. He told Daisy, "You can stay, but I am leaving." Daisy heard the stories Donald was throwing at her, and she said she had a solution. Once he heard what she had to say, he gathered boards, nails, hammers, and paint. After an hour or so, Donald yelled for the chipmunks to see their new home that he built. The chipmunks were filled with excitement and were finally happy again. Daisy told Donald, "You just had to find enough room for them in your heart."